how to clear your mind. Your mind is a very powerful tool when used in the right way, but no one ever gave us an instruction manual on how to use your brain. But when you know how to use it, you become extremely powerful. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of the tools that I've learned in my life that actually cost me a lot of money to learn, to really shift your perspective of your critical thinking, the overwhelm, the constant conversation going on in your brain, and how to stop that internal dialogue from affecting you. Now, what you have to realize is most people, what they do is they try to fight those particular thoughts that we are having, especially if it's really overwhelming. And when you fight something, when you start a war, what happens is you create more of it. You create more of that negative influence. If you believe in karma, or what goes out comes back to you, if you're fighting something, it's gonna fight you back. And we have to realize that, how can I find peace in this particular area of my life? How can I find peace in my thinking so that I can not be affected by it, so I can grow? Now, I just want to make a quick disclaimer. Your thinking has a lot to do with the foods that you are eating. You could also have a hormonal imbalance that affects your thinking. So I would highly recommend getting a blood test to make sure that the dialogue or the depression or the anxiety that you have is not something to do with your diet. Usually when you have anxiety and depression, it's to do with magnesium, your iron levels, and just make sure you are okay in regards to the nutrients in your body, and make sure your hormones are in order. In this video, we're going to be talking more about the psychological side. So I want to introduce you to something called ego. And I'm not talking about the typical ego that everyone else talks about. He's showing off and he's all about himself and he does this and he does that. That's an ego that we have created in this world. There's a deeper sort of spiritual ego. And that ego is the constant thoughts that are going on in your mind. The constant negative thoughts that we have about ourselves, about life, about other people. We can give that a name, okay? And we can go and just call it ego for now. So ego is not you. If we can give it a name, it's not you. And if you can realize that your negative thoughts are not you and you are the observer of ego, you now have your power back and you can now give yourself a new identity and you can now be mindless. Because when you're thinking from a place, or should I say, when you're observing from a place that your thinking is not you, you can now see that you are mindless. It's your mind watching your thoughts. And when your mind is watching your thoughts, you can choose how you want to feel about it. You can choose to be, oh, I don't believe that thought. Oh, that's just a stupid thought. That's not even me. That's just my ego. You know, that's just something silly. Ah, man, you can have fun with it. And you can realize that, okay, we are not these thoughts. We don't have to fight anymore. And you create sort of a detachment from these particular thoughts that you are having. So you can now choose to think or observe and think how you want to think about ego, right? You have a really powerful conscious mind. You have an even more powerful subconscious mind. And in the last video, I talked about how to reprogram your subconscious mind. So you might want to go and check that out. But in order to clear your mind, what you have to do is realize that your thoughts are not you. You can also do things like meditation. If you don't like meditation, exercise. Exercise is a type of meditation. Wherever you can go and do something where you're not thinking. For example, running for some people, it clears their mind. Going to the gym and focusing on pushing the weight, that's like a meditation for some people. For some people, it's doing things like Qigong. I like to do Qigong. Some people, it's just sitting there and meditating. You have to do stuff that enables you to take your thoughts off of your thoughts. Or should I say, allows you to rest and settle your mind and your thinking. Remember your power. You are amazing. I love you. Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.